So good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mina Nabavi, and I'm a program manager in the Office of Public Health Practice. And I want to spend a few minutes talking about our office and opportunities for student engagement and involvement. So what is the Office of Public Health Practice? So the goal of the Office of Public Health Practice, or OPHP, as you'll see on these slides, is to promote and enhance engagement between the practice community and the School of Public Health's faculty, staff, students, and alumni. So really, we help build bridges between academia, what you learn in the classroom, and the real world of public health. And we do this in several different ways, which I will go over. So there are a lot of ways that students can get involved in public health practice. I've seen a few in the chat this morning. Get involved and meet community partners, those who are working on the ground in public health. And these are all available through our office, including internships, getting involved with the Public Health Student Association, the Get a Handle newsletter, the seminar and podcast series that we have. I'm working with UAB's Career Center, networking events, community engagement, and other opportunities. So the Office of Public Health Practice manages the MPH internship program, and this internship is a required course for all of you that are interested in the MPH program. The internship is completed over one semester, and in order to register for the internship course, you need to complete your core courses. And so typically students complete their internships between their first and second year. Students can apply to internships coordinated through the school, or you're able to identify your own internship opportunities. We post internship announcements in our student newsletter, which I'll talk about in a bit, but you can also find opportunities through Handshake, which is UAB's Career Center's job search platform, or through networking events, talking with your faculty advisors and your peers. For their internships, students have worked in a variety of settings, including state and local health departments, nonprofit organizations, industries, and international organizations all over the world. We've had students in Nepal, Ethiopia, Zambia, Jamaica, the Caribbean. I actually was in this program a few years ago, or more than a few now, and I completed my internship in Ethiopia. I was working with the United States Agency for International Development and worked on an HIV prevention program for commercial sex workers and truck drivers. So our internship coordinators meet with every student as they plan their internship to review the requirements and explain the process needed to register for the internship. All of the paperwork and documentation for the internship is housed in an online system called the APEX portal, or the Applied Practicum Experience portal, which is also managed by our office. And at the end of each semester, the Office of Public Health Practice also organizes the MPH internship poster session, which I'll talk about on the next slide. The poster session is a great opportunity for students to share their internship experience with other students. Because of COVID-19, all students completing the internship this semester in the summer are actually recording their internship and posting a video on YouTube so that their faculty advisor and preceptor can see the work that they've done. We also archive some of the student presentations. And so on the last slide, I'm going to show you a link to our website. So I'd encourage you to go and view some of those presentations if you're looking for examples of what students have done in the past. So staff in the Office of Public Health Practice are advisors for the Public Health Student Association, or the PHSA. And every public health student, undergrad, graduate, doctoral, you're all members of the PHSA. PHSA is a service organization, and members put on events to raise awareness for public health issues in our community. So for example, PHSA last year partnered with Birmingham AIDS Outreach to bring an HIV and STI mobile testing unit to campus, where students, faculty, and staff could get free testing on campus. The PHSA also organized a penny war and did this over a couple of years and raised money to purchase a bench at Red Mountain Park. And you can see the bench in the picture there. Imagine $1,500 in pennies. It was a lot of counting to do. PHSA also sponsors a toy drive for children at Children's Hospital each year. We raise money for different organizations. Last year, we partnered with Pathways, which is a nonprofit organization in Birmingham that provides services to homeless women and children. We raised over $6,000 for this organization through t-shirt sales, restaurant percentage nights, and individual donations. And PHSA is also responsible for homecoming. So you see the truck that we've decorated. We participate in building decoration competitions, homecoming parades, you name it. PHSA also helps coordinate field trips for students at the School of Public Health. And in February, we actually took a trip to the CDC, and 45 students attended an immunization practices conference. While there, we were able to meet with some of our alums who work at the CDC, like on the slide that Hannah showed previously. Last year, we took a trip down to Montgomery and visited the Alabama Department of Public Health and learned about their programs and services offers. And students got to meet with over 20 different program directors, a lot of whom are alums of this program. The Get a Handle newsletter. Now, if you enroll, you'll become used to getting this newsletter every Monday morning. So we manage the student newsletter that goes out every Monday morning during the fall and spring semester, and bi-weekly during the summer semester. It really is a one-stop shop for important announcements, upcoming events, deadlines, timelines, seminars, internships, you name it. So a lot of students look forward to that to plan out their week. We also organize seminars throughout the semester. We bring in people who are working in the field of public health to talk about what they do and public health issues in our community. This past semester, we had a medical writer from the Associated Press talk about the intersection of journalism and science, which Dr. Austin mentioned earlier is extremely important given the situation that we're in right now. And in early March, we're very lucky to have one of our alums, who is the Deputy Executive Secretary at the Department of Health and Human Services, or HHS, that's a mouthful, come to Birmingham to talk about her career and stories since graduating from the School of Public Health. So this is something that we do every semester. And so there are opportunities for you to learn more about community partners that are doing work in our area, and also meet with alumni. The Population Health Plugin is a podcast series that highlights emerging public health topics and issues that affect population health. So we bring in academia, practitioners in the field, and alumni to delve deeper into a variety of health-related topics. The broadcast also raises awareness of the work community-based organizations do to improve population health and healthcare in our community. And so I've put some icons, so if you're interested in that, you can go ahead and subscribe. The podcasts are 10 to 15 minutes long, so please do subscribe and you can keep up to date with what's happening. Megan Butler is the School of Public Health's career consultant, and she is in the School of Public Health many times over the semester, talking about a variety of things, meet and greet, talking about resume and interview tips. She'll come in and talk about the importance of having an active LinkedIn profile, and she'll even do professional headshots for you. She also has office hours, so again, another way that you can connect with the Career Center. Our office also organizes networking events with the Jefferson County Department of Health and other nonprofit organizations. Meet JCDH Day. It's a very casual, laid-back meet and greet. We invite personnel from JCDH to stop by and talk with students, and really gives students an opportunity to meet with people who are working in the field of public health and ask them about what they do and how they got to their current position. Like I said, each semester we have alumni come back to talk with our students. Dr. Wilma Robinson from HHS was our most recent alum. But we've had alumni from local nonprofits like the United Way, and alumni from our state and local health department also come in and speak with students. We host employer tabling events in our school each semester. So every month, between 2 and 3 employers are in our lobby, and they're there so students can talk with them about opportunities at their organizations and skill sets that they're looking for. And the last picture on this slide, last fall we had a house party networking event. Very casual, very laid back event. We invited about 10, 15 employers to come. We had Taco Mama, we had music playing in the background, and it was really, I think students really did enjoy that laid back, casual environment. We also participate in other community engagement events, pathways, like I mentioned before. We've organized toilet paper drives, laundry detergent drives, toiletry drives, etc. We've organized restaurant nights, like I mentioned before, and we also organize public health or health education sessions for community partners like Pathways. And this year, the PHSA is partnering with the Magic City Acceptance Center, which provides a safe and affirming space for LGBTQ individuals of all ages. Before COVID-19, we held a fundraiser at a local coffee shop where 10% of the purchases went to this organization. And we also held a snack drive. So we are constantly engaged in our community and with community partners. So before I end, I want to touch on the other opportunities that I mentioned. So over the past 2 years, the Office of Public Health Practice has been offering and arranging travel courses for students that take a closer look at public health, the social determinants of health, and health equity. And so our first travel course was in 2018. We traveled over 1,100 miles across the 4 states, and you can see the map on the slide. And we were in a bus for 2 weeks. And we visited historically significant sites to hear from experts in various public health disciplines, talked about how to effectively approach issues of population health. We looked at poverty, pollution, infectious disease, outbreaks, chronic disease, natural disasters. We went to New Orleans, learned a lot about Katrina. Then in 2019, we did something similar, but we did it in the country of Panama. So 13 students went to Panama, and we spent time, we visited the largest hospital in Panama City. We learned about the challenges with refugees in the country, since Panama is kind of the bridge between North America and South America. We learned about the environmental impacts from the Panama Canal, and we traveled outside of the city, outside of the capital, to a more rural part of the country, and did some service learning in some health departments and local schools. So the plan was to visit the United Kingdom in May of 2020, doing something similar to what we had done in the Deep South and in Panama, but due to COVID-19, that trip had to be canceled. We are moving forward with planning another trip in 2021, and of course that depends on what the situation is around the world. But if this is something that you would be interested in pursuing or looking into, please do reach out. So I want to leave you with our website. Like I said, those videos of the student presentations will be there, and also our email address. So if you have any questions, specific questions, I'm more than happy to answer them via email. And our email address is very simple, ophp@uab.edu.